Coach, easiest way to describe that one is a gutsy, gritty win by your team in overtime. Just overall thoughts on tonight's performance.
I think we'll start with those two words, Dan. Diligence, one of our core values, unity, passion, accountability. Like there's everything of our core values that we've been talking about since we first got together with each of these guys kind of was on display this weekend. In unity, we were really tough over the course of the weekend. And today, when you don't shoot the ball well and just go through these just spells of lack of execution and turnovers, we didn't let the lack of flow offensively at times affect our defense. And in fact, it was the opposite. It kind of hardened our resolve. And it was a good growth. A week ago today, we were sitting in Fort Wayne and, just in a place of kind of wondering, like, really 33 points. And I think the whole week was just kind of a test of their pride and our character and our resolve. And it was like the whole week and everything that we want to be about was embodied in this game. And I'm just really proud of our players, each one of them, because our scout team was amazing this week at practice. With the limited numbers, we had guys going back and forth from playing and getting first team reps to scout team. And it was a great week of preparation and a really good week of execution in terms of the game plan defensively. Offensively, didn't make shots, but overall, our gutty gritzy, as you said, Dan, is what we're going to be about defensively. And I just, on a side note, and to start, and you may ask about it, Dan, but it's for Maurice Commander. Our team rallied around Maurice. We were there for him through everything that Maurice has been through, and I'm so happy for him for how he executed it and sealed it with the free throws down the stretch, and then just playing really hard defensively. And he's a special kid in a special situation that he's handled incredibly well, and I'm really proud of him.
You kind of answered my second question, but I'll phrase it in a different way. With Maurice having to go through some of those personal things that he went through to start the year, to see him come out and score 15 points, what does he mean to this team, and what was the team able to do to rally around him and provide that support for him when he needed it the most?
Dan, in its simplest form, we say at the end of every break, family, and then we talk about unity all the time, the team. And that's all like good on signs. And until you actually have to put it into practice and on display each and every day, our guys have embraced him. The locker room was just a special moment there that I won't forget. So that moment that we just had in the locker room with Maurice answers the question about how this team has embraced him, helped him, and rallied around him. And I couldn't, again, as a head coach, you just wonder how certain people get through certain things along the road of life. And the last 2.5 months have been a rough go for him. And our team has been there for him, and he's been there for us. And it's everything that we're about. When you talk about family and you talk about unity, it's got to come to fruition and be on display in the moments that you need it most. And for us, and for Maurice, it was not only through his absence, but then when he came back, that unity was on display here today.
By far his best game of the season, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists on the court. While he might not have gotten the shots to fall just 3 of 10, he was 8 of 10 from the free throw line. What did you see out of him kind of leading that offense, leading the attack that allowed him to be so productive this afternoon?
Well, he's unselfish in nature, and he's learning how to play still, just getting acclimated back to his teammates and such. So the biggest thing that he did, Dan, is he locked up defensively. His on-ball defense was elite all weekend long, all weekend. And that's where it started. So as many points as he scored on defense, on offense, he's responsible for eliminating and inhibiting as many of those shots that the other team got. I mean, his on-ball pressure really helped everybody else guard effectively. So, and then just overall, you know, it's having him and TK playing together. You have two ball handlers, and they're still getting used to playing with each other, and that's our job as a coaching staff to put that stuff together and keep working on it. But he's an unselfish player that truly cares about winning, like all of our guys do. And you know, again, that was on display today and this weekend.
Last question for you. 2 wins in a row. Now you hit the road for 4 straight. What's the message to this team now to try to take this 2-game series and push it into something a little longer?
Yeah, Dan, I think with this, it's a great question. I think with the way the schedule lays out, it's just, you know, it's you have to compartmentalize all of this. And, you know, it's these 2 games that you're preparing for essentially on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And you lock in and you try to manage legs and the health and hydration and everything else with your team. But I think each thing becomes its own little puzzle that you have to figure out. And, you know, as a former high school coach, never played back to back on the weekend, but you played Friday and then you play Saturday. So you have to kind of pace a little bit about what your adjustments would be on Saturday with what your main game plan is going to be on Friday, so that you don't have to do a bunch of overlap in the hotel on Saturday of anything new. So I think that this hopefully is a springboard. It's tough to win on the road in our league and in any league. And Youngstown State's has a really good team, and we're going to just enjoy this, take tomorrow off, and then get back toward chopping wood and carrying water. And getting 1% better each day, and on that road towards March.
Maurice, coach was talking about the post-game celebration there in the locker room after today's win. Just what was that moment like for you in there after helping UIC to a series sweep?
Man, it was everything. It was good. You know, I went through a lot throughout my time so far in UIC, and just to be able to get on the court and play it back-to-back for the first time was a lot for my legs, and something new that, you know, that I haven't done in college yet. So it was exciting, and to be able to share 2 wins with the team and being able to play a factor in both games it meant a lot for me.
You went through immense personal heartache at the start of the year, had to miss some time with the team. What has this team meant to you, and how have they supported you as you've been able to return now to the court and contribute for the team?
Man, they've been everything for me. You know, they will always check on me. The coaches, you know, they do anything they can for me, and always make sure that I was doing good. You know, they've been a good support for me. You know, and I can't ask for better teammates and better coaches.
In the first half where you guys struggled to get going, what was the message in the locker room as you guys were able to kind of turn things on offensively and get into a little bit more of a rhythm?
No, just playing as a team. And, you know, it started with defense. That's what we preached all week. And, you know, we held that from the first half, second half, overtime. Started with defense. But offensively, you know, it's just always about playing together and always finding an open man and just being aggressive at all times. So.
You talked about that aggressiveness. You were able to get to the line 10 times tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What were you seeing out on the court that allowed you to be able to drive it and, you know, cause those fouls and be able to convert from the free throw line?
I'll say just taking advantage of my the ball screen. You know, they was hedging, but they wasn't hedging hard enough. So I was able to still keep my dribble, and then, you know, once he leave it, go back to the big, try to get downhill with pace and try to finish strong. So